everyone. Welcome. I am here at Cassie's abode because my Wi-Fi is terrible at my at the flat that I'm at. It was okay, and then they switched it out, and it's terrible. So here I am. Here I am. And what we'll probably do is for Spirit Speaks, I think we'll wait till I'm back home. I'll be home in about 10 days, so or about 11 days, something like that. So we'll wait for that time home. So we'll start back with that the first week of August. And I think the same thing as far as live Sundays. I might do a show next week that's taped like this. That's just shorter to do a sermon, if you will. And then we'll be back like in our regular weekly Thursday and Sunday when I get home. But yeah, just the way it is. And this is the third time taping this, and hopefully the third time is a charm. And so I first want to just start by talking about Lindsey Graham. So if you listen to my 2026 predictions, we talked about two major deaths that would be happening. And he was one of them, because I remember when Robert Mueller passed, and also when what's the other one? The head of Iran was killed. I remember people emailing me, asking in the comments if that was one of the people. And I said no, because I felt like it was somebody younger, and I felt like it would be sudden, that it was going to be fast, like overnight. And it literally was that. So he is one of them. And then there's going to be another one. And I feel like the other one is more, I should say more consequential, right? So, but I've had just a few things about his passing. And I think we can hold two things at once here, right? We can, because I cried about it. I have to say I did, and I I laugh because I'm an empath, so I feel everything, and so I but I feel like we can hold two things at once. One is that this was a a human that could be mean and cruel and unkind and support awful things and hurt people through that support, and was generally um you know regarded as doing awful things, right? We can hold that, and at the same time have sadness and compassion for this person who was terrified to be who he was, and lived in fear, just lived a life living in fear. And I feel like his life was really a cautionary tale for some people more than others, but I think we can all learn from this and know that it is always better to be authentic, to be who you truly are. And we've even had a lot of that being talked about as far as kind of preparing for the new earth, and preparing having part of our preparation be connection to the other side, and connection to our intuition and things like that. And the guides talked about shadow work and all of these things, and getting to the root of who we really are. We all, come in, and we have an ego that we use to build a persona and put on masks. And over time, for usually for our own, what we feel to keep us safe or to keep us in the fold, right? We have to wear certain masks and change ourselves and mold ourselves to fit certain things. And because this place is very different than home, right? And we've got to figure out a way to survive here. And so we put on these masks, we build a persona that will keep us safe, and we put parts of ourselves away that we think, okay, that's not good. That outspoken, I said something outspoken once, someone told me to shut up. So that is, I put that away. I'm not outspoken anymore. And I just am mealy mouthed and I don't say anything, right? So we learn these things and we put them away. And when we do that, we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves over time. And this was a person who lost himself, who completely denied big parts of who he was. And through the course of that became angrier and angrier, meaner and more resentful of of others, of life, and yeah, he reflected that. It reflected that anger and that bitterness, right? And so it's a cautionary tale, and one that I hope that Mike Johnson is listening to, and JD Vance. I hope they learn something, right? Be who you are, be authentic, be who you are, and for us too, it's a great thing to learn, and it pulls us closer to the new earth. It pulls us closer to the divine, our spirit self, our true self. Because I promise you, pulling off the masks and everything, what you'll find is something wonderful. It's not going to be bad. It's not going to be bad. You may have to go through periods of relearning. If you put away sticking up for yourself, you may have to relearn how to stick up for yourself, right? It may be clunky at first. You might be, too outspoken at first, but over time it will settle, and you'll be into who you really are, who you really, really are. And if you don't know who you are, right? If you've lost yourself over the years, find out, start asking yourself questions. Do I like this? Am I happy doing this? Do I like this job? Do I like my place in this family? Do I enjoy going here and doing this? Start asking yourself questions. And if the answer is no, why? Why don't I? It gives you clues, it gives you hints, and it helps you pull those layers away. And because we come in to this place with our light shining, and we are ourselves. And over time, through family stuff and bullies and teachers and whatever, we, and having to get into college and get into a job, and so we lose ourselves. Um, and as we do that, our light dims. It dims. We get kind of further away from our divine self, right? And as we pull the layers away, we're moving back to that. And that's when also you realize and remember why you came here. You find your purpose. You live a much better, happier life if you can do it. It does take courage though, and that's something that clearly he could not find, was courage. And so those are my thoughts on it. But that is the way it does relate to the new earth. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, was the new earth. Over the last few months, I have been trying and trying to figure out what my guides have been trying to tell me. One thing that has happened is that connecting to the divine and connecting to the other side has gotten so much easier since doing shadow work and kind of releasing some of these lower density things that were still there. I'm unaware, but to me, I was unaware until I wasn't unaware, and then letting that go. And it's not fun, but it does help you sort of lighten your vibration and lighten your frequency. And so do that, and it's a matter of just, seeing what's still there, what's, going through old stuff and seeing, is there any sadness still? Is there any anger still? Is there any resentment still? And working through that. And if you need to like work with a therapist or a counselor or a spiritual advisor or whatever, do that because it is worth it. And one of the perks is being able to connect much more easily. To me, it's just faster and it's louder in a way. But I kept over the last few months, I've been trying to figure out what are they trying to get me to get? And it was something about like how the new earth would happen or what it would be like. It was like when you have a word on the tip of your tongue, it's like, I know, but I don't know. Like, what is this? And what I finally, oh, and they kept just showing me the Truman Show, the end of the Truman Show. And I'm like, which has been a clue for other things before, but this was different. And I kept just asking about it, and they would show me that. And I'm like, what is this? And I finally realized that what is going to happen is there is going to be either a series, like several people over time coming out, or a group of like scientists and intellectuals and mathematicians and people coming out to say, we thought reality was this, but it's really this. And I felt like it would be sort of like loaded with several different things, which again, I don't know exactly what it is. So it could be like ETs and frequency and whatever, it could be like a list of things. But basically what it is we thought reality was this, but it's actually this. And so this is what's really happening. This is what it really is. And what's going to happen is that religious leaders, like mega church leaders and people making money, basically, maybe not every religion, but religious leaders, politicians, the usual suspects are going to say it's whatever, the work of the devil. It's going to collapse society. It's the worst thing ever. Don't listen to it. It's garbage. Da 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 da. And other people will move into and move towards, whether it's tuning into it, this new way of being. And that's the new earth. And in that, we'll be able to connect with the other side and manifest really quickly. And but it will be much more communal. It will be different. It will be different. And but that's what the split is. It's knowledge. It's and I thought that makes so much sense because this is a free will planet. So we have to choose. We have to choose. We're going to know what it is, and we're going to have to choose to go or to not go. And that's why they were showing the Truman Show, because he literally takes the reality that he's known and leaves it behind to shift into the next, to the real reality, right? That's what it is. At least that's the way it's coming across to me. I also thought, I always, yeah, so I always thought that because we talked about the unearthing and how there's going to be a literal unearthing to sort of mark the end of that phase. And not that it won't continue, like we'll still have things coming out, but it's sort of the marker as we're into the next phase now. And it's a literal unearthing. It will be a mass grave or something is unearthed, and some thing that has been long forgotten, but it's unearthed. But something will come literally out of the ground, and it's going to be our marker to know we're into the next phase. And I was thinking that I wonder if this flash that everybody talks about, that the flash of light, I thought, I wonder if that flash of light is going to be like the thing that happens as like this is it. Like this is the like as a physical marker of this is the transition. This is it. Right. So like kind of a physical marker from this is now the new reality. This is it. Um, but and I feel like some things may not be a surprise to us because we talk about these things all the time, but some things may be. And some things may be like, oh, I didn't know that, or that's weird, or whatever. So I feel like that's why the guides have been so consistent in saying, protect your energy, um, sit in stillness, even a few minutes a day, get in touch with your gift of discernment, get in touch with your intuition, because it's going to be paramount. You're going to have to choose, and you're going to have to use that knowing to know, okay, it's going to be okay, even though it's kind of weird. And I don't really, you'll feel it. You'll feel like it's okay. It's actually, I feel good about it, even though it's new, even though it's different, even though I don't quite know what's going to happen. It feels good. I can feel it in my, in my intuitive knowing, right? But trying to get us to practice and and develop that muscle. They've been so consistent about that. And I thought, again, it makes sense because we're going to have to choose. This isn't going to be something that is just going to happen to us. We have to choose it. So, see how that sits with you. And I thought, yeah, the Truman Show is a perfect analogy because he does leave behind not only everything that he knew, but everything that was so controlled. Because I think that's another thing that's going to happen is people taking their power back completely, that they are going to have all the power for themselves in themselves, that they're going to realize they are this powerful force that is that doesn't need this, this government agency telling me what to do, doesn't need the church to make contact for me, doesn't, there's going to be this taking our power back and remembering who we are, who we really are. And so I thought in that way too, it's a great analogy because he is living this controlled but familiar and safe, this kind of atmosphere or what he knows to move into something that's sort of like the unknown. And he'll have all his control. He'll be responsible for himself and he won't know what's coming, right? So see how that sits with you. I would love to know what you think. And yeah, so I will be sure to put up a video for Sunday in lieu of the Sunday show. And then the following week, we'll be back with the Spirit Speaks and the Sunday show just on the regular Thursday and Sundays. And I think that's about it. Be sure to subscribe if you want to find me again. Ring the bell if you want to find me again. I'm never in the algorithms and stuff. I am lost in the stream. So if you found me this time, do that and you'll find me again. And also make sure you're subscribed and make sure you've rung the bell because you get kicked off sometimes. I don't know why it happens, but it's happened to me with different things I subscribe to. So just know that does happen. So all right. Love you guys. Take care and we'll see you. Have a great week. And I will see you by recording on Sunday and then I'll see you in a couple weeks. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.